Ramadan had always been a routine for Imran. He would fast, pray, and join his family for iftar, but deep down, he felt something was missing. It wasn't that he lacked faith, rather, he felt he wasn't growing spiritually or personally. His prayers were hurried, his fasting felt more like a duty than a devotion, and his days were filled with distractions. This year, he vowed it would be different. He wanted to use this Ramadan as a journey of self-improvement, a time to become a better version of himself. On the eve of Ramadan, Imran sat alone in his room, reflecting on the past years. He recalled how he had wasted time on social media, watching pointless videos, and procrastinating on meaningful tasks. He felt a deep sense of regret.
Ramadan is meant to cleanse the soul, not just the stomach,
he thought. Determined to change, he wrote down a plan, strengthening his relationship with Allah, more meaningful prayers, reciting the Quran daily, and making sincere du'as. Self-discipline, cutting down on distractions, waking up early, and managing his time wisely, helping others, donating to charity, volunteering, and being kinder to people. Personal growth, reading more, improving his patience, and breaking bad habits. With his intentions set, he knew the real challenge lay ahead. The first few days were tough. Waking up for suhoor was a struggle, and he found himself reaching for his phone first thing in the morning. He realized that old habits wouldn't break easily. Instead of scrolling through social media, he decided to read a few pages of the Quran after suhoor. Though difficult at first, he found peace in the verses. Another major challenge was controlling his temper. Hunger and thirst often made him irritable. One afternoon, while working from home, his younger brother accidentally spilled water on his laptop. Imran felt a surge of anger but took a deep breath and remembered a hadith.
The strong is not the one who overcomes the people by his strength, but the strong is the one who controls himself while in anger. Sahih al-Bukhari.
Instead of yelling, he calmly wiped the laptop and reassured his brother. This small victory filled him with a sense of achievement. Imran knew that true self-improvement started with faith. He had always prayed, but often rushed through it. Now, he took his time, understanding each word, and making sincere supplications. One night, during terawih prayers at the mosque, he felt something shift within him. Tears welled up in his eyes. He realized that all the struggles he faced, his personal battles, his disappointments, were part of a greater plan. He felt lighter, as if he had been carrying an invisible burden that was finally lifted. Imran knew that self-improvement wasn't just about personal growth, but also about helping others. He started volunteering at a local mosque, helping distribute food for iftar. Seeing the gratitude in people's eyes filled him with a sense of purpose. One evening, he met an elderly man, Uncle Rashid, who lived alone. They struck up a conversation, and Imran learned that Uncle Rashid had lost his family years ago and spent most of his days in solitude. Moved by his story, Imran decided to visit him regularly. They shared meals, stories, and prayers. Imran realized that kindness and companionship were some of the most valuable gifts one could offer. Ramadan was also a time for Imran to work on his personal weaknesses. He had a habit of wasting time on entertainment, and he often procrastinated on important tasks. To change this, he replaced mindless scrolling with reading. He picked up books on Islamic teachings, self-discipline, and productivity. One of the books he read emphasized the importance of consistency over intensity, a lesson that resonated deeply. Instead of trying to change everything overnight, he focused on small, consistent improvements. Reading at least 10 pages of the Quran daily, avoiding negative talk and gossip, sleeping early and waking up on time. Slowly, these changes became habits. As Ramadan neared its end, Imran felt a transformation within him. He was more patient, more focused, and closer to Allah. However, he knew the real challenge was maintaining these changes after Ramadan. On the last night of Ramadan, he sat in prayer, reflecting on his journey. He had learned to control his anger, discipline his time, help others, and deepen his faith. But most importantly, he had learned that self-improvement was a lifelong journey, not just a one-month effort. With Eid approaching, Imran made one final commitment: he wouldn't let these changes fade. Ramadan had been a training ground, and now it was time to carry the lessons forward. As the morning of Eid arrived, Imran felt a sense of peace he had never known before. He realized that Ramadan had not just been about fasting, but but about becoming the best version of himself. And for the first time, he truly understood what it meant to carry the spirit of Ramadan beyond the month. His journey of self-improvement had only just begun.